Sorry, guys. I'm podcasting from my computer today. So I have no intro music because all my edited intro and outro music is on my wife's computer and I have no idea where it is. My daughter was using it the other day and she didn't put it back where it was supposed to, I guess. But anyway, welcome to another episode of the Black Dad Chronicles. My name is Courtney McIntosh and I am your host. Today, I want to get into a topic that was posed to me by my Uncle Keith. So, every quarter, my uncle takes us out to lunch. You know, so it's me, excuse me, my sister Carlin, my cousin Stacy, and my cousin Kip. My little brother Corey said he didn't want to be involved anymore, so he doesn't come. And my cousin Kevin lives out of town, so he doesn't make it that often. So, but every quarter, my uncle picks a restaurant to go to, and we all have lunch. You know, he pays for it and everything. We just sit and talk. Excuse me. Sorry about this. Sorry about the cough. But we just sit and talk about, you know, what are we into, you know, and it's not like we, you know, only see him every 4 months. We talk to him quite often during the year. I know I do, and, you know, Stacy and Kip do. I don't know about Muff. Muff really doesn't talk to anybody on the phone, I guess. Well, she does, but she doesn't like answering the phone for anybody. And I can say that because I know she's not going to hear it because she doesn't listen to my show. So, this past Saturday, October 21st, we had lunch, and so he asked us this question. He said, if you had $1 million, what would you do? So that's the question I'm asking you guys. If you had $1 million, what would you do? More specific, if you had $1 million, what's the first 5 things you would spend your money on? Clothes, shoes, cars, jewelry. What are the first 5 things you would spend your money on? I have a list of things that I would spend my money on. And I think, you know, you might be shocked if you don't, by certain omissions from my list. And I'm going to explain, you know, why I omitted these things. But let's jump right into my list. Oh, first, before I go ahead, this week's episode is brought to you by Relax by Jmase. I've been telling y'all this since I've started my show. If you want quality, handmade jewelry, bracelets, earrings, maybe he'll even do you a chain if you request one. But my boy Johnny takes his time and goes in and hand makes these beaded bracelets. And it's not like he does it cheaply. He actually goes out, spends money on these. I mean, quality stuff. If you go to Instagram, and look for his handle on Instagram is Jmase300. That's lowercase Jmase 300, no underscore. And you can see all the beautiful jewelry all the beautiful bracelets that he, you know, has posted. You know what I'm saying, that he's created, and he hand makes these. You know, I don't wear jewelry, but I wear his bracelets because I think they fly. I bought some so I can match with my outfits or whatever clothes I'm wearing. Wood, tiger eye, all these types of matte if you want something shiny, if you want something muted, you want something colorful, you just want something to blend in, he got you. So go to Instagram. Go to Instagram. You can go to, I guess, Instagram.com, but everybody got Instagram on their phone. Go to the Instagram app. Hit that search button. The Explore page can be a landmine of crap and scantily clad women. But go in the search bar and search Jmase 300, JMSE 300. And just look at the quality of his stuff, man. I mean, beautiful crafted bracelets, handcrafted. I got, you got to support your folks, but you know what I'm saying? You also want to support them when they put out good quality stuff. And my boy Johnny is putting out good quality, hot fire. So go see him. Order, you know what I'm saying? He'll ship it to you, meet him for a drop off, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Support the homie. But also, if you want good quality, beautiful bracelets and stuff, go see him. All right. So here's my list of the first 5 things that I would buy if I won $1 million. Number 1, and those who know me won't be surprised by the number 1, I buy a new phone. Specifically, I would buy either the Google Pixel 2 or the Google Pixel 2 XL. Probably the Pixel 2, just because I'm kind of over, big screen phones, and I'm trying to simplify my life. I just want a phone with a banging camera, which it has. I want a phone with good battery life, which it has. I want a phone with, good enough storage. I mean, with a lot of storage, which that has. I want a fast phone. And the reason why, I am deciding to go to the Google Pixel 2 is because, like, right now I have a Galaxy S8. I love Samsung phones. But if you're a nerd, and you look into these things. So let me start back. So phones are my go-to item. Like, people like shoes, you know what I'm saying? You see people buying, Jordans and all that stuff. People like cars. People always trying to have fly cars, you know what I'm saying? Other people have jewelry. A lot of people have like fly jewelry, chains, and all that stuff. I like phones. I like for my phone to be the best out. I want my phone to be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Shout out to Bret Hart. But when I get a phone, because a phone is, some people will say, "Oh man, it's just a phone." Like my boy Meech tells me, "Oh, it's just a phone." But our phones are such a part of our daily life now. Like a lot of people run their life from their phone. There are people who run their business through their phone. I sometimes record my podcast through my phone. I post and edit YouTube videos from my phone. So our phones are not just, a phone or an accessory. A lot of people I know, their phone is their only computer. So when we think of something, like our cell phones nowadays, something that holds so much information, and is such a powerful tool for us to use. I mean, our cell phones are probably our most used items, more than our debit cards, more than our toothbrushes, more than, if you wear glasses or contact lenses, those. We have our phones on us all the time. So I think we should start looking at our phones as not just, they're phones, or their accessories, but as an extension of you and how you work and how you navigate the world. The world is digital. And if it's not 100% digital, it's becoming digital. You can you can use your phone for mobile payments. You can conduct all your banking through your phone. You can do so many things that are vital to yourselves through your phone. So why not have the top quality? Why not have the best of the best? So that's why I try to get, because I know Samsung's going to bring it with the hardware. I know their software has gotten better. I know they're going to bring it with the camera. Samsung phones usually have some of the best cameras on the market. The screen is going to be beautiful. Like the overall hardware is going to be beautiful. And like if I was bold enough and if I had enough money, I would probably use my phone with no case, no screen protector. But because it's an investment and, I'm going to protect it, yes. But it's a beautiful piece of, equipment. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, honestly, I can go out the house and not even take my wallet. I mean, if I take I don't need my driver's license, but I can go out the house and not even take my wallet, because most places, if they don't take Android Pay, they take Samsung Pay. And Samsung Pay is, more widely available, especially the places I go to. Samsung Pay is more widely available than Apple Pay. And just regular Android Pay, because the technology in it is different, so it's more widely available. So I want my phone to be the best. I want to get the best phone on the market. That's why I always go for the Samsung flagships, but because they are gonna be up there. The iPhone 2. Oh, hold on. I've got a call coming in. I don't know who this is. Might be my kid's school. Hello? Hey. You missed the bus. How did you miss the bus? Okay, well, I'll text your mom to go get you, because I'm in the middle of recording my podcast. Oh, if you can stay with your brother, cool. Can you? Okay, so you need to try to find that out. Sure. If they won't let you stay, call mom, okay? All right, love you. I don't know why, because she just pulled up. She's sitting in a car still. So, okay. Well, or if just call me. So, okay. All right, love you. But if you can stay with CJ, stay with CJ, and take the bus home with CJ. All right. Bye bye. Love you too. So that was just my daughter Jasmine, who just alerted me that she missed the bus. I can expect a call from my daughter once a week. Well, it's been like maybe 3 weeks she hasn't called me, but usually she forgets something at home or needs me to bring her something at school, something like that. And she's in 6th grade. It's my 10-year-old. So anyway, so like I was saying, and the reason why you guys heard that is because, on my wife's computer, which is what I usually podcast from, I go into the web app on Spreaker.com. Well, not even the web app. I'm using the web app right now. I go into the app because they have a Windows app, and I can actually pause the recording. So if I would have been on her computer, you guys wouldn't have been able to hear that, because I would have paused it. But like I was saying, so a phone is one of the most vital and important pieces of equipment that we have. So I want my phone to be the top notch, and like I said, Samsung usually, is the top notch. But anybody who's really into phones and has used an Android phone, particularly a Samsung phone, you notice something: lag. And let's be honest, Samsung has some crappy software over the past, iterations of its Android phones. But this iteration with the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus and the Galaxy Note 8 is pretty good. But it starts to lag after about 2 months, and it's not like bad. Sometimes it could be bad, but it just feels like it's not as fast as it should be, So that's why I would go for a Google Pixel, because it's a Google-made phone. It's Android the way Google sees it. The hardware, it really isn't that important to me anymore. Because the hardware is cool looking. It's decent. It's kind of unassuming, kind of plain Jane, boring, but has the best smartphone camera on the market right now. It's going to get updates straight from Google, including monthly security updates, which, other phone manufacturers are not giving you or promising you. As a matter of fact, let me go into my phone settings right now, and I'll tell you guys what what monthly security update my phone has. Let me see. My phone is okay. So it's October 24th. My phone is on the August security patch. So I'm missing 2 months worth of security patches. And me, because I do so much with my phone, I want my phone to be as secure as possible. And because I can't get updates straight from Google, it's always gonna lag behind in the security department. So that's why I would get the Google Pixel 2. So next, the second thing I would do if I won $1 million, I'd pay off my student loans. Cause student loans suck, bro. Oh my goodness. And they always trying to rob you like, Sally Mae. I got rent, I got car note, I got gas, lights, water. I can't afford to pay you a big ass chunk of my paycheck every month. But man, they be wanting it. So I pay off my student loans. Third thing I do, and I guess you could roll this into number 2, is pay off my other debt. I got a couple medical bills, and just pay my credit card down. I'll pay my credit card off, and just use it for like gas or like some other, reoccurring payments and stuff like that. But I pay off all my debt. You know what I'm saying? I pay off all my debt. So I guess you could, include that in number 2. So then number 3, I get a new car, and not like a brand spanking new car, because I don't want to be a beta tester for a car. You know what I'm saying? Unless the model car has been out for a while. And like my vehicle right now. Right now, my main car is a 2011 Chevy Traverse. And you can add, Chrysler dealers, not Chrysler, Chevy dealers, I've been to have said that, 2011, 12, 13, those model years of the Chevy Traverse were kind of buggy, and I like when I got mine, it had like 28,000 miles on it, and before I got to 31,000 miles, the flywheel came off, and it didn't come off, it got broke. So how the flywheel got broke, I have no idea. But it's not something that you could really, you can't purposely do damage to it or knowingly do damage to it because of where it is in the powertrain system. But hey, my warranty didn't cover it. I don't know why. They explained some cockamamie, excuse for it, and then we had to pay out of pocket for it. I had to pay like $1,300 to get that fixed. You know what I'm saying? So, we've been told at the dealership that, those up until like year, 2013, they were kind of buggy. The 2014s and after are pretty good, are pretty dependable and pretty useful now. But, I probably get a Tesla just because I'm a tech geek, and I need 2 cars because, my wife and I work different jobs at 2 different times and we do different things. So, and we have 2 cars right now, my Traverse, and then I have my good old lovable 2005 Dodge Caravan, and it's been rolling. I'm gonna ride that thing till the wheels fall off because we got it in 2006, so that's 11 years. In 11 years, aside from like maybe the normal wear and tear, like oil changes, brakes, and stuff like that, probably only put like $2,000 into that car. And that mug has made trips to and from Florida multiple times and back, So it's my dependable, it's my ride or die car. It's my car. I claim that, so I'm driving around in a minivan, because I love it. I know its quirks and stuff like that. So get a new car. So, number 4, I would, do something financially for my kids, like set up a trust fund, or I definitely would invest, but because I don't know a lot about investing, you know what I'm saying, I didn't just want to be like, number 4, invest. But pretty much that's what I would do. I would try to find certain investments that I could put my money into that's going to make me money, and, you know, be sustainable for me, and, you know, so my kids can have, you know, that generational wealth that's so much talked about nowadays. So just to set them up so they won't have to, you know, deal with having to have student loans and stuff like that. So, you know, number 5, the number 5 thing I would do after winning $1 million is, man, family vacation. I don't know where. Maybe Disney or something like that. Maybe another country, or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe go to Africa, you know what I'm saying? But I would take a family vacation. So my wife and I have been married almost 14 years, and she always complains that we've never, you know, she and I have only been on one vacation together. We didn't even take a honeymoon. But she always complains that we've never taken a family vacation, you know, something with us and the kids, you know. So I would definitely have to take a family vacation, you know. And then just as an honorable mention, I buy courtside season tickets to the Pistons. I know they're not the best right now, and watching them Monday night against Philly made me cry because, you know, it was the realization that, you know, in probably 3 to 4 years, they're probably not going to be as good as anybody else. And, you know, they played Philly. Ben Simmons looks really good. He looks special. You know, my brother's always hitting me up, oh, man, Philly going to make the playoffs. Ben Simmons going to be the best player in the blah, 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 blah. Well, I mean, hey, look, man, Ben Simmons looks good. He does. He had his first career triple-double Monday against the Pistons. And it made me sad because we don't have a player as special as Ben Simmons. I got to be honest. But, yeah, you know, that's kind of like an honorable mention. So what would you guys do? What would the first 5 things be if you won $1 million? You know, I haven't asked my wife this. It would probably be, you know, she'd probably have some things different. She would probably have a few different things than I have. So, one thing I did not add is, you know, one thing I didn't say, I should say, is that I would buy a house. And the reason why I didn't say I would buy a house is because, now, I would want to buy a house, trust me, but it's not something that, you know, you want to, like, quickly buy. You know, I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to buy my house. I want to take time to find the house that's good, that's the one for me and the family. If we can't find one, you know, have it built. And, you know, maybe with $1 million, I could have a house built, you know what I'm saying? To like my specifications. So, you know, that's not something that's a fast purchase. Anybody who's ever bought a house will tell you that. So I would, you know, just, it would be a while, not a while maybe, but I would, take my time, I guess I should say, and find and look for a house. You know, that's why I didn't put that as one of the first 5 things I would do. So, all right, guys. So I didn't tease this, but I should have teased it. I have a special announcement. So one of the things that I try to get my kids to do is, like, you know, find what they love and do something and use that and work really, really hard at it. Maybe as a, you know, for a job or whatever you want to do, you know, for a career or whatever, or just finding something, you know, you'll never be bored if you have things to do that you like. So one of my favorite things is to read and collect comic books. And so now, starting tomorrow, which is Friday, and every Friday, I am debuting the Untitled Comic Book Show with Courtney. That's the working title for it right now. So, yeah, look for it tomorrow, comic book fans. I don't know if I'll talk movies and TV yet. I don't know. But I just love comic books, and I like talking to people about comic books, man. I can nerd out like heavy. So, comic book podcast, the Untitled Comic Book Show with me, Courtney. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every week like you do. Want to support the podcast, shoot me an email at blackdadcrying@gmail.com. Also, big way to support the podcast, go to iTunes. Rate me 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a review. Share it. You can share it on Facebook. I always post the links on Facebook. I post it on YouTube. You know, you can download it from Spreaker. You can download it from Google Play. You can, like I said, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music. I don't know about Spotify. So just, you know, those are certain ways you could, you know, support the podcast. If you know anybody who you like to talk to or get their story about who I could talk to, or who you'd like to get their fatherhood story told, you know, shoot me an email at blackdadcrime@gmail.com. Follow the Facebook page, The Black Dad Chronicles. Until next week, or if you like comic books, until tomorrow. Peace.